Welcome back, everybody. Bearded Griller. It's that time of year again. Our store had prime rib on sale. Can't help myself. Ordered another one of the awesome kits from Umai Artisan Meat. Got their ribeye strip loin pack. We're going to try and age this 9-pound behemoth. Got some pretty nice marbling in it. Looks pretty good. We're going to try and go a full 60 days on it if I can be patient enough this time. You want to make sure to leave your meat moist. You don't want to actually wash the meat itself off, because that's going to help it bond to the bag. Went ahead and folded my bag over so you can see like that. You want to make sure that this is going to be a really nice dry surface for the vacuum packer to deal with. Now let's see if I can park this bad boy right in here. Look at that. And we're going to use a paper towel here to wipe any extra moisture off from the inside of the bag. Might be in our sealing area. These Umai bags are really cool. They allow you to basically dry age in your own refrigerator. This bag is air permeable. It'll let moisture out, but none of the bad stuff in. Really neat stuff. These bags are wider than the Food Saver, so we're going to start by putting a 45-degree angle on this, so we can get a good seal when we actually vacuum it. Now I'm going to hit seal, and I'm going to wait the 5, 10, 15 seconds, whatever it is, and till it goes out, and then I'm going to wait, and I'm going to hit it for a seal again, and really make sure that we're getting this good and sealed, because this is kind of an expensive piece of meat to be messing up. Now we've got what they call their vac mouse sheets. Kind of reminds me of a dryer sheet, but you know, I definitely would want to use one of those. My prime rib would come out smelling like potpourri in 2 months. But it's about the same consistency. You put that in the edge of the bag, and those little fibers right there allow it to get a vacuum and suck through, because this isn't set up like your normal bags, Food Saver bags that is. So we got our double seal in the corner. Something else they suggest is to take it and kind of crumple it up, just to give you some wrinkles to help get air through those channels. So I'm going to take our vac mouth strip. First I'm going to set my deal. And make sure to offset the side that you 45, so that way that can get set off to the side and you're getting your full vacuum strip in the vacuum. Alright, here goes nothing. Alright, it's been 60 days, actually 65 days. I've been patiently waiting. My wife's had to stop me from cutting into this a couple of times. Already opened this up. So you can see we maintained a really good seal. Get this thing out of here. I went ahead and weighed this before I kicked on the camera. Went from 9 pounds, right at 9.5 pounds, down to 6 pounds, 10 ounces, right at about a 30% weight loss over 60 days. Now if I could just do that. So you can see here, if you look at the outside, I mean no mold growth, no nothing, just that nice hard black mahogany. It's got a little bit of funk to it, not too much. I'm going to go ahead and debone this just because the way they are and the way they shrunk up, I think I'd have a hard time cutting steaks out of it. So let's get to that. Not too much loss there. I'm going to definitely bag these up with a little bit of butter, throw them in the sous vide overnight. That'll be some good eats in the morning. Now there's multiple different ways you can do this. You can go through, shave all your bark off the sides, and get rid of this hard mahogany. Some people actually eat the bark. We're going to try that today. I'm going to cut 2 steaks, and I'm going to cut right about inch and a half thick, give or take. And I'm going to cut the bark off of one, and we're going to sous vide it. Then I'm going to leave the bark on the other one, and we're going to sous vide it and just see how much more flavor that gives. I am going to cut the ends off just because I think that'd be bark overload. So let's get to cutting and see what we have. When you dry age like normal, there's just too much mold on the outside to try and do this. And definitely I want you to do your own homework and make sure that you're doing it safely. I don't want anybody to get sick. Oh man, that smells like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just, it's got just a little bit of funk to it, but I mean it smells good. It's like, almost like a truffle in a way. Yeah, let's go right about here. That looks like a nice thick steak. Oh yeah. And let's do our other one. And you'll notice I'm cutting straight through these instead of shaving it off. I'm going to cut through and then I'm going to shave the outside just as a way to try to minimize some of my loss. Oh, let's try to make these comparable. Alright. And pretty much what you're doing is you're trying to get back down to this redness right here. So you can see it's black on the outside. Back here where you can see the flesh starts to move again, it's not so hard and brittle. As you can see, you know, we started with a 9.5 pound prime rib. You do have a lot of waste, but oh man, these things, I can just tell by feeling them. It's like, it's going to be awesome. Let me get these bagged up. I'm going to throw them in the sous vide for about an hour at 131.5, and then we'll pan sear them. See you guys in a few minutes. Here we are an hour later. Got our pan heated up. Got a cast iron pan heated up about 350. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit. Was about 375, just getting ready to start smoking. I'm going to get it right at 375. I've got our steaks blotted dry. I'm going to hit them with just a little salt and pepper. Not going to get too crazy. Really want to be able to taste the dry aged portion of the beef. That bark, and I cooked them in the sous vide with just a little bit of duck fat as well. Really softened up that bark, so I'm excited to see what it's going to taste like. Oh, we're 400, 390 right in the middle there. So we're just about the smoke point of our duck fat. And get a nice coat there. Keeps wanting to run to one side. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that crust. Ooh, that's looking good. That's looking really good. I think those look pretty good. Alright, I already dug into these. I couldn't wait. Get everything set up. I had to try it. It's been 2 months of waiting. I'm sorry. I apologize. I went in and finished them with just a little bit more kosher salt. I'll tell you what, this is pretty cool. 2 months, my refrigerator, normal cut of beef, just a plastic bag I bought from Umai. And this rivals what I've had in some of the best steakhouses I've ever been to. Without further ado, let's dig into it. Look at that perfect doneness. Nice crust. Wow. It's dry aged, but it's not dry. It's plenty juicy. It's got great texture. Very, very tender. Nice crust from being seared. Perfectly cooked from the sous vide. It's got a little bit of a nuttiness to it. A really deep, rich beef flavor. I mean, just wow. Let's try this other one over here. This is the one I left the crust on. It's got a nice finish to it. Let's see what it tastes like. If I hadn't done it myself, I wouldn't believe that these were just seasoned with salt and pepper. There's so much flavor coming on that you just don't get from a normal steak. That crust on there softened right up. I don't know if it was the duck fat being cooked sous vide, but I don't plan on trimming the rest of it. I like that added flavor, and it gives it just a little bit more depth. Man, if you guys ever get the chance, give this one a shot. See you next time. Pretty Griller.